And we're back in the city for part three. Welcome back to Comic Studio, but eventually that we just completely reviewed for one of these two as well. So sometimes that wasn't going to be pretty easy that we already saw this thing as well. So sometimes it was gonna be yesterday as well. And we already saw what is going on for based on the empty background or millennial tree or millennial tree breakout, and including for some sort of like this that pizza cookie has just delivered to the dragons. Even themselves, that wasn't going to be a little bit infested over here. So right there in part 3 that we're going to be getting this video for over here, the deleted scenes of this thing would be actually starting with this one. And I wouldn't believe this is actually for the Order of Dragons. So, some sort of like this, we already reviewed as well for some sort of, for in 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 with these, both of them. And today, we're going to be reviewing for some a lot more as well, and a few more to go. And it's gonna be a little bit too far as well. The part 4 is going to be right next here to the second page until the part 5 ends here onto his third page. Let's go start around here with some other kinds like these. And we're gonna be fetching the Lost City. With nothing, of course, that we're going to be find over here until here for just as well. It will be taking for a little bit of a long time, and will not going to be necessary as well. Starting with the deleted scenes, and I'm starting to enjoy making these, as you can see into the description. So, the first thing that features Wizard Cookie, Cinnamon Cookie, and Moonlight Cookie as well. But nothing include for something a little bit more for anything as well. Nothing located around for this thing as anyways. And we're starting our way, and he says, Pinocchio could tell us so much about this universe. He eventually said that. He could randomly calm things like the Big Bang happens in this one, would just confirm and deny our theories, Cinnamon Cookie said. And Pinocchio's not omniscient or omniscient. You stupid redditor, yelled convicts as the Wizard Cookie. His nose grows when he's initially being dishwashed or dishonest. He was completely being dishonest for like this as well. His nose grows when he's identically or internally being dishonest, he said. They are growing so loudly, but eventually that wasn't going to be taking for very longer as well, that he continues swear and swear and swear. Things are heating up in the Pinocchio like this. Things are heating up in the Pinocchio fandom, Moonlight Cookie said. And that mark's gotta be for around as 6 out of 10. That was even a little bit weird. Or just going to be 7 out of 10 it is. Moving on to the next one, and the Liberty City Elite. And it's posted on July 26, 2022, before my birthday as well, for some sort of like this. But as you can see, and manga for life, there seems to be a strong looking Jallywalker located in Liberty City. Liberty City could be located around for some sort of New York state in Grand Theft Auto franchise as well. But I knew that there's absolutely for some sort of like this that says Liberty City Elite. It was based on for some sort of Grand Theft Auto franchise. But we definitely seeing this, but I never believed that we're just not gonna be finding without further ado. Vice City was probably added right after the Grand Theft Auto 3. That, as you can see, that she says, do you wish to defeat for it or call the guide members? And she probably said that away as well. Unless that is absolutely for the first round, could be for the Buttertown, all the way to Outlaw Hideout, or the Hideout as well. The Bright Arena, all the way down to the Summer Island. And I cannot believe this is actually going to be what I just going to be saying this. But I do recommend it that we're going to be 7 out of 10, of course. Next one is the Liberty City Jelly Walker Battle. And could be for some sort of is herself. And probably there must be another username as will not realize this is absolutely for the Walking Dead reference. Even though this isn't going to be for some sort of really crashing for this. And I wouldn't believe this is going to be for some sort of this as well, because sometimes it was getting a little bit wrong for around here for some sort of like this. Even though that I wouldn't believe that this is going to be blew up as anyways. So nothing is still won when actually some kind of those things as well could be for around here. They absolutely defending themselves, driving this unknown strategy as well. Nothing is actually going to be the first thing as well that she says why am I driving this, she yelled, because this is your punishment for that prank. But I cannot believe she wouldn't able to be driving a hot air balloon, as absolutely the battle continues won't be gonna be necessary as well. That I'm not very sure that she says why did I make her drive. Unless we're going to crash for some sort of an unknown reasons. We don't really think this isn't going to be for some sort of like this thing as well. As she has stepped all the way to the Jelly Walkers. And she might absolutely infested herself going to be to do this as well. She's completely awake. Unless she was completely disinfected as well. So, where are we, she asked. Or quoted as well. There is still a Jelly Walker, he yelled. And then rotten dead block is going to be booming as well for some sort of like this and blow those cookies away, and probably it was going to be a little bit ruining themselves as well. Vanilla Kingdom was actually falling as well and defeated the Jelly Walkers, she said. That wasn't going to be far away from the guide as well. That she yelled as well, because nothing bad happens won't be necessary as well. Sometimes that I'm not going to be very sure. This is going to be for also 7 out of 10, which concluded for the Jelly Walkers, Financia Cookie, Clotted Cream, Cotton Candy, Latte Cookie, and Cherry Blossom Cookie, Moonlight Cookie, and nothing even more for as well. So that was a little bit it as well for some sort of like this. And the Pilot Cookies Plain. That wouldn't be necessary as well for some sort of like this thing as well. But there must be an airship, could be for able to be flying around as well for some sort of a top hat reference, but it's not going to be a little bit real. So moving on to the next one is in the Sky City as well. As of the description says, I put a lot of effort of this. Unless this isn't going to be for some sort of like this. But nothing quite real isn't going to be for some sort of like, I couldn't believe that we're going to be saying this out. That meanwhile at the Sky Temple, hello there, do you have chicken nuggets? Said Pepperonico. And he doesn't have anything as well for some sort of like this. It's fine, he quotes, but I have vegan chicken nuggets. He eventually said that legally. Unless Pepperonico Cookie rages at him, but he was furious at Beat Cookie. And meanwhile, in the Sky City gates, hey sir, we're still going to be in a KFC. Hey sir, are we going to KFC? She asked. Thanks, she quoted. In Sea Fairy's house, she was falling asleep. In Sugar Glass Maze, she absolutely falls down, but I'm not very sure. She was defeated by Amber Sugar Cookie. On the city streets, okay, pizza's here. She quoted, "Thanks." She asked for one thing as well. I'm not very sure. This isn't going to be a little bit real. In the Hall of Ancient Heroes, a Dragon Cookie Savior defeats Dark Enchantress Cookie down as well. Pure Vanilla Cookie has been saved against Dark Enchantress Cookie. In the bizarre city streets, a crime is nothing committed, it could be able to be possible as well. And a whole bunch of oyster soldiers, or some kind of the envoy, has going after them, or nothing pretty it was. And it's not the bizarre city streets, since in Krim Republic as well. And the guide, I forgot to battle the dragon, sorry, she questioned. She questioned the golden cheese cookie. In the ballroom, she yells, I'm probably sure, she yells, "Let's dance." That wouldn't be necessary as well. And Sonic's house, "No chill dogs?" he asked. But I'm not very sure. He doesn't have any money, but that would be able to be to do this as well, as we're going to be saying 7 out of 10. That was a little bit good as possible, and I love Minecraft reference as well. The description says the frogs have went to desert to find a white tadpole, went to find the lost city, and accounted to Axolotl, if I said it right, saved him from the 2 drowns, and off they go. Until they were underwater, unless they find something even a little bit mysterious as well, with some kind of a little bit of silverfish as well, for some sort of like this. The drowns and probably Axolotl hasn't going to be battling for itself. As the battle is over, they enter the temple and discovered a little guardian. Thankfully, that was going to be for round as a 7 out of 10, of course. Moving on to one more, and it's absolutely a little bit longer than I never expected as well. As of the description, Salt-2 Stick Boys imprisoned are leaving the island for treasure. However, things started to go wrong. The island that they left was under attack. The barbarians, and the animals have been attacked the city. Will they make it back? But unfortunately, it won't be around here for some sort of like this. For some sort of like, some kind of a little bit of code as well, that Sins are going to be leaving the island, but they headed around for the summer beach as well, for that some kind of cruise ship as well, or some kind of a big boat whenever it's possible, as they arrived as well, and things have just made full with wonders, unless sometimes that we're going to be headed back as well for some sort of like this. Before they left into this island as well, for some sort of like this, they went into the snow cave, and then they're gonna be trying to make it out as well, until the guards has just caught him down as well. Meanwhile, they have taken over for itself for some sort of like this, because an unknown situation is about to be attacked. Or one is not gonna be trying to do this, but nothing is absolutely that. Meanwhile, in for the Labyrinth Hall, they might gonna be actually planning for the defense plan. And that was the end of the story like this, but I cannot believe this isn't going to be for some sort of like this. The obstacle saga wasn't going to be for some sort of like this thing, but whenever it's going to be for around 7 out of 10. Otherwise, you're gonna be skipping this part like anyways, as probably to do this as well, because you're not old enough to watching of this video for some sort of like some kinds of clips as well. Anyways, we're going to be taking a little bit of review about for the Tiger Lily Discover the City, all 3 parts, or whenever that it is. So you have to be over at age of 16 whenever that you're going to be watching like this, because like she is, and that I felt she was almost naked around the way about her legs. So that we're going to be nothing looking around here. So let's see what happens as anyways. But first off, that she was anything as well. So nothing what if Tiger discovered the city as well. Some sort of the part 1 isn't going to be for around here unless Pizza Cookie left Tiger Lily Cookie anyways as well, and she have ran all the way for one thing as well. But when she arrived, she have completely surprised, and she woke up, and probably, I'm not very sure, that wasn't gonna be her dream as well. So this isn't what I just actually not going to be doing somewhere. So nothing more into the description won't be necessary as well. So there is no comments, by the way. And that will be for around for 7 out of 10. Another 7 out of 10 could be for around here, in which Tiger Lily escapes with her weight spoiler, or weight spoiler as well. So I'm not very sure. This isn't going to be for around here. There must be a chatter here. Unless Tiger Lily Cookie has just discovered around for talking around here. So, as she yells, my gosh, you should go back in bed. Until she raids. Until she raids and never bother as well. And taking Princess Cookie for around here. And probably she's taking Princess Cookie without her. Unless she's back in the wild, and it won't be gonna be necessary as well. Princess Cookie was frightening as well, and it won't be gonna be necessary as well. So I'm not gonna be whatever that we're going to be trying to do this as well, and it was pretty necessary as well for some sort of like this. Let's go to the page 2, and we'll see that what it's gonna be about. This is going to be the Battle of the Lost City Clover. And there's a Space City ad as well for some sort of like this as well. So it's going to be a little bit good as well for some sort of an 8 out of 10. Another 7 out of 10, it won't be necessary as well. As we're not going to be relieved to be seeing this, that could be necessary as well. After she discovered the city as well, and she said, as much I love to explore with you, unless they have walked anywhere for some sort of like this, until she get caught by the police. Unless, and this is not going to be for one thing as well, Tiger Lily was captured by Almond Cookie with some kind of unknown thing as well, and she wasn't able to be taken by the hospital as well. Werewolf Cookie rescued Tiger Lily Cookie from the police, and especially that Walnut Cookie was also down as well. But I'm not gonna be thinking as well, she believed to be calling their backup as well. The police didn't actually arrive for as well, because there must be hunters and for some sort of carriages have just going to be for on the hunt for White Lily and Werewolf Cookie, because they have their bounties whenever that I'm not gonna be pretty sure as well. Unfortunately, she might gonna be taken back to the hospital where she was. And there must be the space ad as well for some sort of like this. I wouldn't believe that isn't going to be for some sort of like this, because sometimes it was literally unknown. And the Space City ad, inspired by Clover Paradise, since it was in RP for the roleplay game, or not a game like actually to do this, you can join by making a comic with a tag. And at the title and the cookies, you're gonna roleplay as anyone who joins anytime. As the television yells in for one here, as says, Yay! Or like this, hey, do you ever wanted to live here in space? Come on down to Space Cities. Or like anything as well, we have assistants of robots. We have a stage that use every role that the host talent shows, plays, etc. We have a hotel you can stay at least and more. So come on down to, guys, don't come to Space City, it's in danger. So come on down in Space City. This is not going to be actually a filler as well. You can get to Space City by flying space boats. And also make sure that you wear a magical space helmet that you can people that work to flying around for the space boats docks can give you before going. And here's the magical space helmet that Hydra Danga Cookie makes sure that you're gonna be put it on before you're going. Thank you, I'll put on this mine on now as well. Sometimes that wasn't going to be for an advertisement to get it around as well. And at least that will be as 8 out of 10, of course, or 7 out of 10 on less. And that will mark to the end of this video. And of course, that was a little bit probably short as well. Sometimes that many more is going to be coming soon around for the part 4. And that will be it for some sort of a strategy as well. So that we hopefully that we're going to be find out for the next video as well. Make sure the link is going to be in the description below. And thanks for watching. And I'm going to be seeing you in another video, as I'll be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. And thanks for watching, that I just already said around here.